Well, actually, it all started with me always teaching myself everything on my own. I always want to do everything on my own. So I taught myself playing the guitar like that, and I thought, okay, the singing I have to do the same way. So I was looking for a good book with a CD added that I can use to somehow improve my singing. So I went into the internet and was screening through Amazon.com, all the books, vocal instruction, CD added. So I ordered all these books. Were quite so many books that I got, and of course I got your book as well, which was actually the last that I got. Was everything was sent to me. The good thing with Amazon is you can keep the books for 3 weeks, review them fast, and then you can send them back if you don't want. You don't have to pay.
Oh, really?
So I sent back all the books but yours, and it was very easy to understand for me. And this was the only book actually that made sense to me, including the CDs and the examples that you had there. It made sense to me. I could understand what is happening, the way that you explain the vocal cords, how they are somehow working, and that was really nice. This is the only book that has this explanation. All the other books are just about practicing scales, and scales, which is not actually really the fun part of singing. Well, it ends up that you have to sing scales with your books as well, with your book and your teaching as well. But somehow it made sense to me why I have to do this. So I kept this book and I started doing the practicing and everything. And there was this one sentence in your book which was important to me, which said, it's impossible to do it, it's possible to do it all by yourself, but it's almost impossible. This is one sentence you have in this book. And that was the reason why, and at the end of the day, I contacted you and said, so I somehow have the feeling you're right with that. And that's why I just called you. And you called me back, and here I am. And if I would not have done the work before, if I would not have read the book, then most probably we would not have been that fast now within the 3 weeks what we did. I'm sure you have some students who are really faster than I was getting there to the high C. By the way, I did it once, okay, so that's okay already for me. But understanding the whole process was really important to me back in Austria. But now really facing you and you looking at me and telling me, that's the way you have to do it, that helped a lot. So when I came here, I think I could sing comfortable to a C above, 1 octave above actually, lower.
To middle C.
To middle C, right?
In full voice.
In full voice. So I would actually strain already with a D. I could not really use it in songs that good. So after practicing with you 2 hours a day for now 3 weeks, I think I can pretty comfortable hit the G above
Middle C.
Middle C. That's about the range that I gained by working with you.
So that's about five or six notes.
It is, yes.
And actually, if I recall correctly, you got to like an A flat with pretty good tone after 1 week.
Yeah, I got to an A flat, and as I said before, I hit the C once on my own, practicing back home. Yeah, which is good, I think.
Okay, now if you had any advice that you could give to other singers that are struggling with their vocal technique, based on your experience here, what would that be?
The advice? If you really want to be a singer, you gotta work hard. You gotta do this every day. Like if you would pick an instrument, any instrument, a guitar or a piano, if you want to play this and be really good in it, you gotta practice every day. So just consider your voice an instrument that you have to work on a lot.
Before you read the book, if someone told you that just by doing a few simple exercises, you could extend the range of your voice by 6 or 7 notes, would you believe them?
No, no way.
And yet you're a medical doctor.
Yes, I am, and I would not have believed. I thought if you have a low voice like mine, it's like really thick chords, and you cannot do anything about it. You just have this certain range that goes very low and goes to a certain point up there, which is not really high and not really pleasant to listen to these low notes. To sing like this all the time. It's good that you can do that, but nobody wants to listen to that. I thought, that's it. That's you got to accept it the way it is, and that's fine. Try to work with the range you have.
One thing that the book does is it gets your belief level up so that you know it can be done. And once it's proven to you that it's possible, that unlocks this whole thing of knowing that, well, gosh, maybe I could do it too with the right,
Yes,
exercising.
exactly. Yeah, you're right. Of course. After reading the book, and especially the way that you were telling it in the book, that you yourself had this problem and that your range wasn't actually much better than mine was, and that you could do it. And I have the vocal examples on the CDs where you're singing. Of course, I mean, you have this other guy singing there, which is like, wow, really.
Right.
Okay, anybody can do this, just take some cool singer and put it there. But then with your examples and this guy, you get the feeling, well, it should be possible.
It's doable.
Yeah.
And you did.
I do believe that now. I know that it's still a long way to go, but I will get there. And I want to get. I told you I want to go to the soprano high C. So
In full voice.
in full.
No falsetto.
No falsetto. I cannot even hit it falsetto right now, but it's okay. I'll get there.
Well, thank you so much for this interview, Christos, and may God bless your singing.
Thank you.